Sapoops, Sumud Nusantara is what we should be singing. But our Sumud Flotilla was captured again. Sapoops, our GSF 2.0 flotilla has been captured yet again, and the election campaign, I mean humanitarian mission, has come to a halt. What a shame! How could it be our best and brightest? Some of whom are throwing chocolate into the sea, and that it seems that a lot of people don't think are very bright. But anyway, that's besides the point. But no! Our best and brightest have been detained after they were previously detained. Tak pernah putus asa untuk Palestine. Ya bumi Palestine, baguslah kami datang. Or something like that. But yeah, anyway, chocolates and whatever it is, it looks like the Israeli forces have basically just started catching all of these guys again. No toilet water sisters helping as Muslims this time around. Anyway, Anwar Ibrahim is on the warpath, referring to the Regim Biadab Zionist Israel that has acted to intercept the humanitarian flotilla of Gaza and has now taken hostage over 100 activists, including 16 from Malaysia, involved in a peaceful mission to protect collective humanity. And here he is right here making use of his literature degree from UM to showcase how teguh memimpin he is and how the world cannot bow down to cruelty and bobrockery, the oppression of the Palestinians and those who move and bring humanitarian aid, like these chocolates by the way, must be stopped, and Israel must face justice and responsibility. Wow. Tegas, teguh, memimpin, PMX. I hope you win the election. There's no part of me that actually thinks that this is a genuine mission. It's really not that surprising that the Sumud Flotilla has gotten caught again. I think everyone knew this, including, by the way, this guy who has mastered the art of staring at the camera with a steely expression, be all as if I am doing something very important. Same with this guy who has developed a nice habit of having scarves on and acting like he's so profound, so cool, so amazing, so wonderful. I am the #1 hero of Palestine, while all of the idiots, I mean humanitarian people, go absolutely ballistic. But frankly, I just think this is an opportunity for Anwar to be even more solidarity, more rough, more fierce, because there's no consequence, right? Like, you assume that Israel is gonna send back your people regardless, so you can say whatever it is that you want. And you can see that, like, the language actually changed, like, between April the 30th, when we had 10 people detained, and right about now, where currently our man is calling Israel no longer the Regim Zionist, but instead Regim Biadab. Ooh, he added in a Biadab right there. Ooh. But you know, I really was wondering about the impact of all of this. Like, what really is the point of just continuing on and pushing forward on this so-called Sumud Flotilla mission right here? And I suppose there is a little bit of an answer. It is the reaction, the feedback, all of those people saying that our leaders are so on the side of justice, civilization. And right now, all I can do is just imagine Anwar Ibrahim sitting at home, twiddling his fingers together and thinking, damn bro, maybe I should call a general election right now. But you know, I really wonder how he's gonna be doing that, if at all, because of a very sad fact, people are laughing at the Sumud Flotilla. Oh wait, you already knew that from the last video. Well, here's a fun update. People are laughing at the Sumud Flotilla even more. I mean, Sapoops, if you need any indication of this, just to know that on the April 30th post, with over 10,000 likes, there were only 576 laughter reacts from these horrible monsters who don't support solidarity. But now on this nice Regim Biadab post with 7,415 reactions as of the time referenced, there are 1,200 reacts. So I guess we can do a bit of math here. I'm just gonna use a couple of screenshots right here. First post, second post. We're gonna drop this into ChatGPT and ask for a small data analysis.
A few moments later.
Alright, and now you can see that basically a lot of people are laughing a lot more about the Global Sumud Flotilla compared to what was happening in April. Oof, wow. Frankly, I'm not too surprised. I remember watching all of those pretentious live streams featuring all of the Global Sumud Flotilla people talking about how amazing their mission is I remember clearly how people go on social media whenever somebody mocks the Sumud Flotilla, then they will say, "You go yourself, how dare you mock them, at least they are brave." But well, I mean, I guess the entire world knows that this entire thing is a joke. And by the way, I don't mean that it's just people of a particular ethnic descent.
Nope, it's people of all races and all religions.
And at this point, I think even the news media is aware that people are laughing at the Sumud Flotilla, which is why recently there was this article called Kenapa Ramai Hentam Global Sumud Flotilla, because most people understand that it is a joke, it was a joke, and it is a dying news story. But of course, Malaysia has to cari pasal, to berlagak, to say we are the best in the world, we are the most in solidarity and support, we will change the world. But honestly, at this point, I don't really think of it as changing the world. I just think of it as changing it into a world where past voters vote for Anwar Ibrahim and not for Rafizi Ramli or for somebody else. And I think of this as a sad, desperate attempt to act like we are in solidarity at no risk at all while a war is ongoing. We might actually run out of petrol, as we may or may not have learned from Nur Hisham just the other day. Even as our woke crowd try their very hardest to suck all of the social media engagement that they possibly can out of this Sumud Flotilla thing before it all comes crashing down like the woke Hindenburg that it is. And at this point, I really can't wait for our entire society to finally get bored of beating this dead horse so we can finally get on with dealing with the oil crisis and not with this kind of gaslighting along the way. But anyway, what do you think, Sapoops? Still supporting the Sumud Nusantara? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I'll say about that, and bye.